All right, we're at the fair with Josh Schoemann. He's the Washington County Executive, and he's running to be the next governor of Wisconsin. Josh, thanks for being on. How's your day going so far?
Oh, it's been great. I had the opportunity to get around the fair with County Executive Kirkman and met a whole bunch of people, which is exactly the stage of the campaign we're in. Meet as many people as we can and raise as much money as we can. So it's so awesome to meet so many Wisconsinites and learn how everywhere I go. This is, I think, the 27th fair. It's 1 degree of separation in Wisconsin. You always know somebody who knows somebody.
Absolutely, it's a small world.
It's a small Wisconsin, yeah.
So what inspired you to get involved in public service?
Well, at the heart of it, it was my experience in Iraq. And when I came back, I decided I wanted to be in public service to earn back the service and sacrifice the guys and gals who didn't make it home, either in whole or in part. And I wanted to find a way to reflect the love of my Lord by loving my neighbor as myself, and I felt like public service was the best way to do that.
Awesome. So how has your experience as the Washington County Executive prepared you for statewide leadership, like the Office of the Governor?
Yeah, well, the Office of the Governor is the Chief Executive Officer of the state. Obviously, the County Executive is the Chief Executive Officer of the county. Washington County is the 10th largest county in Wisconsin, and if I've learned one thing in my time, it's to focus on the people and be as close to the people as possible, so you can be their representative. Your county executive does an incredible job of that, and I try to replicate that in Washington County, and I will be that kind of governor here for the state of Wisconsin.
So what was that moment? What made you decide to run for governor?
Really what drew me to that conclusion was, my whole life we've had the brain drain, or whatever you want to call it, our kids leaving the state and never coming back. And now we're starting to see retirees go to the south for the sunshine and then staying for the low taxes. That concerns me greatly. I think Wisconsin, for Wisconsin, the best is yet to come, but we've got to reverse some trends. And so that's what I want to do as governor, is make Wisconsin a place that people want to be, not just be from, and the bright future that is ahead for Wisconsin will start when I'm governor.
Awesome. Can you share with us a success story from your time as the Washington County Exec that you're especially proud of?
Yeah, absolutely. Our Next Generation Housing Initiative is something I'm super proud of. Basically, in its simplest form, it's building small houses on small lots again that people can actually afford. The average price of a home in Washington County is about $400,000. Across the state of Wisconsin, it's about $350,000, and we're building homes in partnership with local builders and local municipalities that are selling for $320,000, and some of them below $300,000. It gives all kinds of people a shot at the American dream and achieving life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I'm super proud of it, and there's no program like it in the state, let alone the country.
All right. How would you describe your leadership style in one word, and why?
In one word, the closest I can get is love your neighbor. I really feel strongly that in this state and in this country, we've been too busy talking past each other, and we're not talking to each other. And I think you make a real difference in progress when we're working together and talking to one another. And that's why the very first stop I made here at the county fair was actually at the Democrat booth, because I just think we have to talk to each other. We may not agree on everything, and that's fine, but in America, we work together and talk to one another.
So what would you think sets Washington County apart, and how would you bring that same spirit to the state level?
So I think the biggest thing is that we've really focused on making government small and effective, and what I mean by that is I think there's a few key things that government has to do really well that the private sector either can't or won't do. Public safety services at the top of the list, but also roads and mental health services and economic growth, and of course the state education. And we work really hard to effectively do those things, and kind of everything else has to be done by someone else or go away. And so we've gotten really, really good at those 5 things. The thing I'm maybe most proud of in that regard is our deputies are the highest paid of all our comparable counties, and we have no vacancies in our forces. So our sheriff's deputies, we're bringing a lot of them from other places like Milwaukee PD, and our community is well protected, and I'm very proud of that.
Just don't steal any of ours.
You do have some great deputies. Just met a couple of them.
So what do you see as the biggest opportunity statewide for Wisconsin in the next few years?
Well, I think we have a real chance to bring our young people back to this state and be an innovative hub for things like nuclear energy and data centers and AI. You're starting to see some of it already, but I think we can really propel a bright future by doing it. But we got to, keep our kids here. I think holding that family unit from birth all the way to retiree is super important. That's why I think we've got to take our income tax and cut it in half below what Illinois is at. Make Wisconsin competitive again, and that'll put us on a path for a bright future.
Excellent. How do your values shape your vision for the state's future?
Well, I think being a steward is first and foremost, both in my faith and my church, but also in the community. It's what part of what made public service so compelling for me to be a part of. It's not the governor's state, it's not a candidate's state, it's our state collectively, and so that's why this is the 56th county I've been in just 103 days. You got to meet people where they're at. Together, we're going to build a shared vision and then execute that shared vision when I'm governor in 2027.
Excellent. So if you become our next governor, what's one thing that you'd want to accomplish in your first year?
So when I'm governor, we're going to tackle that income tax first and foremost. We're also going to start working towards home ownership opportunities, not just in Washington County, but all across the rest of the state, making it affordable for people of all stripes and ages to come and live here and want to be here. And then we need to start tackling things like energy affordability costs and really reformulating the education funding model, because I really think that's a hurdle when you talk to young people, that owning their first home and then being able to pick the school that they want for their kid and being able to afford childcare. Those are all things that we've got to tackle to make this the greatest state in the country.
All right. So on a human side, when you're not working, what do you enjoy doing with your family and in the community?
So I'm a big bow hunter. I really enjoy the time out in God's nature and the camaraderie of hunting with my comrades and my family and my sons. We also, my wife and I really love to go to supper clubs. So just last night, I went to the Gibbs on the Lake in Kewanee County, but most Friday nights you'll find me at the jailhouse just outside of West Bend.
Oh, right on. What kind of place is that?
Friday Fish Fry. Every Friday night, that's where you'll find us. Right. So, and I just learned about one downtown Kenosha. Actually, the gentleman working the booth at the Democratic Party booth here in Kenosha County has a nice spot a couple blocks from the courthouse. So I'm going to have to check that one out at some point.
Awesome.
Ben is his name.
Yeah, Ben DeSchmidt.
There you go.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received in your life?
Oh, love your neighbor. My father's a minister, and from a young age, I can remember him preaching those sermons, and I really got to know what it meant when I was in Iraq and Kuwait back in 2003, and now I try to live it every single day. It's how I led through COVID, and it's how I lead to this day, and it's the kind of governor I'm going to be too.
So which branch of the military did you serve in?
I was in the Army Guard, so I was in the Black Hawk Unit in Madison. We got activated right at the beginning of the Iraq War in 2003. And it was my honor to serve there. We were there about 7 months, and I served a total of 6 years active service in the Guard. I was a Humvee mechanic, enlisted guy.
Nice. Thanks for your service.
Oh, my honor. Thank you.
If you could describe Wisconsin in 3 words, what would they be?
Hardworking, nice, and connected. Everywhere I go, we were talking about this off air earlier, like it's amazing. There's 1 degree of separation. It seems like you run into somebody who knows someone who knows you, and so you got to be really careful about what you say about. It's awesome though. I love it. It's like one big family, and that's why I say we're all neighbors in Wisconsin, and I love talking to my neighbors.
Very good. Well, thanks for sitting down, County Exec Schoemann. If people want to learn more about you, how can they do that?
Best thing to do is go to my website, joshschoemann.com. It's JOSHSCHOEMANN.com, and it's pronounced like the greatest showman. That way you won't forget it.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the fair. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Good luck in your run.
All right, God bless you. Thanks.
Take care.
Thanks for doing that. Appreciate it, man.
Sure.
Nice meeting you.